in your ears will be pounding, your head will be pounding. Oh, it looks great in pink.
That's great. Go there, do it. Get a hold of Robert. Go and do it.
Oh, we're live. We're a great video.
Hell of an introduction that was.
Yeah, we try to make it special for everybody that comes in. So that way it's a little bit different from the competitors. So
well, you definitely made me look at myself and go, "Damn, I was a badass." So
you were.
I was.
Definitely. So we are live with your new name is Buddy Adams, correct? Now?
Buddy Matthews.
Buddy Matthews. Let's
Too
get
close.
that correct. Formerly known as Buddy Murphy, of course, as everybody knows from the WWE. 13 years there, right? Long time, right?
I was there for a while. Yeah,
a long time.
Yeah.
So that says a lot. It's hard to be with them for that long, for sure.
Yeah, it didn't hit the decade, which would have been a nice milestone, but got pretty close. I was always told that I'd be back in Australia in 3 months. So 8 years, 3 months, I think I won that battle.
You totally did. All right, so we're going to bring our first person in. He got one of the elites that we've sent in. It should be labeled John Wilson on it. And I believe I put the ones labeled on the top to try to make it easier. But it won't be in the cases, and it should say John. And my writing is terrible, so I apologize. So if you need to verify, let me know. That's why
I can verify that.
That's why I type everything, because my writing is crap. So. And if it makes your life any easier, all the elites are brand new. If you want to grab one that isn't labeled too, that's fine too. Whatever makes your life easier.
It was John, right?
Yep.
What's his?
Wilson?
No, I think that's his Perry.
John Perry. Yep, he got one too. He'll be coming in shortly. Oh, at least you can read it. That's good.
You don't make it easy.
I didn't make it easy on the writing. No, that's for sure. We'll bring you in, John. Hey, John, how's it going, buddy?
Hey, how you doing?
We'll get it together, John.
Nah, it's all right. We're not in a hurry.
There's a lot of elites in that box.
I was going to do a brand new one.
That'll work. They're all
That's
the same.
good.
Whatever makes your life easier, they're all the same.
What up, guys? How are we?
Hey, how you doing?
I'm going very well. So you got a little doggy over there?
Oh yeah. When I sit down, she's got to be on me.
Yeah, I had to lock mine out. They're staring at me right now. So
I could try that, then she'd go crazy.
well, they are. I had to give them a massive treat to keep them quiet. How am I making this out to you, brother?
I'm on that. Can you make it out to Kira? This is her. Keirra. Eirra.
Boom.
She is a huge fan of yours.
Yeah. Huge fan of mine?
Oh yes.
Kira, I appreciate it.
Oh, that's great. That's great. Yeah,
Awesome.
awesome. I love that.
So, what was your favorite of mine? If you're the biggest,
Like all of them, honestly.
all of them.
Yeah.
There has to be a favorite.
Probably one of the Seth Rollins matches.
Really? There was
Yeah,
like-
I love that rivalry.
there was two. I won one and I lost one.
I like the one where you win.
Yes,
So
it's a lot better. It felt better. Felt like a victory. Awesome. What's the pup's name?
Well, it depends on who you ask. I call her Spark Bug.
her name's Misty.
Misty. I got mine are called Teddy and Izzy and Frankie. They're something, but children nevertheless.
Oh yeah.
Here goes.
Well, now that you're a free agent, who are you looking forward to? Who do you want to get after here?
Who do I want to get off like a dream?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
That's tough. So anyway, I can wrestle anyone, right?
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Anyone.
I think that. So I'll say two, right? I'll say Kenny Omega,
Oh, yeah.
and I will say Malachi Black because it's unfinished business. I feel like he and I will be going back and forth for a while. He's
I'd
like,
love to see either of those.
Yep, you versus Kenny Omega has always been one of my dream matches. So.
yeah, it's now it's a possibility. It's more of a possibility than what it was. We're in two different universes now. My universe is a free agent universe, so we'll see where I end up, and we'll see what happens in the future.
I'm looking forward to it.
So
I hope we see you somewhere soon.
So do I. So hopefully, I appreciate you guys being fans of me and supporting me, and yeah, we'll see what happens in the future.
Absolutely. Thank you for doing this.
No,
David, thank you for hosting this. Y'all keep doing great. I
Thanks,
appreciate
John.
it.
We'll see you
Thank
next
you.
week,
Appreciate
buddy.
it. Kira, thank you for being a fan.
You're welcome.
All right, we have John Perry next. That's the one you found earlier, the Elite with John Perry on it.
Now we're gonna find it again.
Now we're
Boom.
there. We go. Hey, John, how's it going, buddy?
Good. Hey, buddy. Long time. Been a fan of yours. Good.
It's good.
On the action figure, I wanted to John and Kizzy.
You gotta say that one more time. You're breaking up.
Okay. To John and Kizzy. Kizzy.
Jon, right?
Yep. And Kizzy.
K.
Izzy. Since you're a free agent, you know who I want you to wrestle, but I don't know if he'll ever come back.
Who's that?
Short Boy.
Shark Boy?
Yeah. He was like Stone Cold, but he did like, wait, hold on. I got the mask of him. Hold on. Let me show you.
There you go. You sure you're not him?
Yeah, because you and him been my idol.
I remember him from a while back in TNA, correct?
Yeah.
Well,
That would be cool if you wrestle him.
What's he doing?
Like he would say,
Wrestling?
give me a fish here. Huh? And the match versus you and Seth Rollins was good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I enjoyed it too. I enjoyed the one-on-one more.
And what do you think about Christian becoming champion in the company now?
Christian?
Yeah.
I think it's awesome, man.
Yeah. And then he
Christian-
got another for the AEW title at September 5th, I believe.
Do you think he'll win?
Yeah, of course.
So he's gonna be the new belt holder.
Yeah.
There you go. Look at that.
And plus, we got DMD Dr. Britt Baker over there.
Yeah, who's she wrestling?
I think Kira or somebody, one of them.
Okay. And is she one of your favorites?
Yeah, I want to meet her one day, hopefully.
One day. Maybe one day she'll do one of these sightings and you can talk to her in person.
Yeah, or Shark Boy, David. Please bring Shark Boy.
You've heard it right here.
Yeah, because Shark Boy.
There you go, brother. That's for you.
David, please. Thank you. David, please bring Shark Boy.
I will work on Shark Boy.
Thank you.
All right, thanks, John. Enjoy the pay-per-view tonight, buddy. All right, so we have Eric. Eric, can you let me know which collage you would like, because there was multiple collages. So I'm gonna pop it up on the screen.
The one with multiple different. No, not that one.
This one.
No.
All right, then there was this one.
Yeah.
Okay, so he would like this 8x10. Yep, perfect.
Yeah, it's perfect. Buddy Matthews. I love that name, man. First of all, it's an honor to meet you.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it, dude.
I got 4 questions in the first. Do you mind answering 4 questions?
I can do 4 questions.
Awesome. So the first one is, I interviewed Adam Brooks. I think he's a phenomenal talent. I'm very curious what your thoughts are on him.
I trained him.
Exactly. So what are your thoughts? I'm curious what you think of, what he's been doing all over the world and everything.
Well, he hasn't done anything all around the world for a while because he's been stuck in Australia. I think that, and I'm like his teacher, right? So, I think he's good, but I think that he can be better, and I think that he just needs to broaden his horizons again, more, right? Look at the bigger picture. And I think that will be his next step. And I get it. We all get kind of stuck in those positions. But if he wants to do it, then he has to do that for the next step. If that makes sense.
No, yeah, 100%. It's you believe he could do more. Right now he's being, sheltered in, can't see his full potential. 100% making sense. My second question, you've done so much in, WWE, NXT, all that. What is the difference between both brands, the shows, the locker room, the atmosphere? How would you talk about the differences in both atmospheres?
When I was in NXT, it was completely different than what NXT is now.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Back when I was in it, was developmental. And you strive to get to the main roster, where now I don't think a lot of people care about getting to the main roster. They're happy there. They get a good lifestyle. So there's kind of pros and cons in that. But I feel the main roster is it's a lot more hectic, less. Like it's produced, but it's in NXT, you sleep in your bed every night. You drive 10, 15 minutes to the performance center. It's all very local. On the main roster, you're driving a minimum of 3.5, 4 hours a night. You do the towns, you leave, you do your match, you leave, you go to TV, you leave. You sleep in a hotel 4 days a week. You're driving yourself. There's a lot of differences, but I feel like that's what makes you a true pro, is getting on the road, experiencing different avenues, different crowds in different states. It's Roman always said it, that every state is different, and you got to read the crowds. No crowd's the same. Like some like a lot of wrestling, some like character, some like the basics, and to be able to adapt makes you the true pro. So that's the difference.
That's awesome. My third question is, you winning the Cruiserweight title, that was a big event. I know, monumental for you. How is it like, in your opinion, now that, you know, time has set, it's done? How would you explain that feeling, the day?
I don't think it gets much bigger than that, right? My hometown, in front of my friends and family, wrestling on a card with legends, Triple H, Undertaker, and stealing the show. So not only did I steal the show, I won a title, which I worked very, very hard for. Like, it wasn't just, oh, it's in his hometown, we'll give him the title. It was, you could see the hard work that I had done. And I honestly felt like I won it because I deserved to win. I put all the hard work in. But it doesn't get much bigger than that. I wish that I had more moments like that to show what I could do on a stage like that.
Awesome. And, you know, my fourth and final question is, you set a lot of goals for yourself now. We got to see it in the video package. We know that there's a lot of big stuff coming. You talked about Omega. You talked about other names, Malachi Black. What are goals that you're setting yourself out for in the future?
My goal is to be the best version of myself. I'm 32 years old, so and I spent 8 years in WWE. So I have a lot to offer. I feel I've learned from the best. I've been in the ring with the best. I honestly believe that I could be the face of somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I could help a lot of people and pass the knowledge that was passed on to me, like wrestling the Romans, the Seths, being around those guys. But yeah, I want to make wrestling better.
That's awesome. Yeah, and you totally can. You held 205 Live when, you know, a lot of people were uncertain of it. You main evented match after match. You're definitely going to be a face wherever you go, without a doubt.
Appreciate it, brother. I much appreciate that.
Of course, I am a huge fan. You know, it was hard to, you know, be consistent with all the wrestling that's going on, but you made that possible. You did a lot in the show to provide for it, even on, you know, Raw, everything with SummerSlam. It was a lot of fun. SmackDown also.
Much appreciated, my friend.
Of course. Can you sign it to Eric from ARWP?
I can. Let's do that now. What was it?
ARWP. That's awesome. Awesome. Can you extract a Secret No More as well? I'm going to frame that one.
We tried putting that on the 8x10 so you didn't have to write it so much.
Everyone wants to see it.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Eric.
It's perfect. Thank you guys so much. Thank you. Buddy Matthews, can't wait to see what's next for you. Thank you so much, man.
There you go. Much appreciated, dude.
Thanks,
Of
Eric.
course.
See you next one, buddy.
See you next one, guys.
All right, we're going to bring Dan Gleason in. He got one of those elites. You can absolutely feel free to grab one that's not labeled because that one is also labeled with his name. But for
What was
time
his
purposes,
name?
Dan Gleason. Hey, Dan.
What's going on,
One
Goldie?
second, buddy. There we go. Oh, it's getting a little easier.
What's up, man? How are you?
Hey, what's going on, buddy? Oh, man, I just have to say, you are one of the top guys to me. I love the stockiness and just going in there and just beating the crap out of everybody. But I do have to ask you one favor. If you go to AEW, you just need to shut that MJF. Oh, my, that guy, I hate that guy. Just shut that guy up for me.
I'm gonna,
But I
let's see
can't
what
wait to
happens.
see what you do next. My question for you is who in WWE did you not get a face that you wanted to?
Dolph Ziggler.
Dolph, really?
Yeah.
I like him. I like Dolph. I great guy. I would really like to see you and Roman Reigns go at it. I really would like to see that. Like
Roman.
one-on-one, just straight up, no tag match.
I already did.
No, but I mean now. You now
Now,
versus him now, him and his flabbiness. I mean, I didn't say that, but him being the tribal chief. Sorry. But I think, yeah, no, I really think you're going to be wherever you go, you're going to be a top guy. And if you go after Kenny Omega, that guy needs to watch out too, because he's getting a little soft too. So these hungry guys like you, they don't understand. Oh, I'm Kenny Omega. Yeah, I don't know. I know it's all a gimmick sometimes, but you watch a guy's body over a couple weeks or two, and you start noticing a few things. Hey. But
well, you got to look at injuries. You got to look at time on the road. It gets tough.
yeah. I know that guy is a beast. He's a beast. I mean, doing 2 different shows, 3 different shows a week, just like you. I mean, you were doing Next, and you were doing 205, and then you were up doing SmackDown. So I mean, up and down. But I'm glad to see you. I'm really glad. I was been looking forward to this.
I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it so much. I appreciate you being a fan and appreciate you looking forward to the future. You seem excited, and you being excited makes me excited.
The future of wrestling it's never been this bright. I mean, just watching it and just watching companies drop the ball on certain people, that's on them. And it's not the first time it's happened in wrestling, but I think right now the future with you, Alistair, everybody just switching and just like Bray, everybody just going to go somewhere else and move on and do what they do best and entertain and not be pushed down.
Yeah.
So
other companies can definitely benefit off all these things, like as you said, mistakes.
Yeah.
But it's going to make wrestling better as a whole, and it's going to bring everyone else up. I think that WWE, you learn a lot in everything. Working for a television, working so much in such a small period of time, wrestling live events and whatnot, you learn so much that you can now bring that to other companies and teach younger people that didn't actually, experience that and whatnot. So it's definitely a world of knowledge that they've just released, and other companies can surely pick that up, and that knowledge can be passed on to their younger guys.
Yes, I completely agree. And I just can't wait. Your vignettes, I mean, your vignettes and your promos have been awesome. I love the gimmick I love that prisoner gimmick. It's a gimmick that no one's used. Nails was a great gimmick. Yeah, he did what he did to Mr. McMahon. But then you never notice that type of gimmick at all ever being used. And I think that's one thing that you should use. I mean, especially you. I mean, you were chained up. You were in a prison, and now you're free, and bam, now you want to take on the world.
Dude,
that's
big.
Not a lot of people use it.
I put a lot of effort into that video. Everything's metaphor with the handcuffs to being set free. Like, I think that was the biggest metaphor to me, is that I felt restricted and handcuffed a lot when it came to especially my in-ring performance. So, you know what I mean? Now it's, let's take the best of everything that I kind of done, combine it into one. Like I said, I had 8 years of sampling, right? So now I can take the best of the Disciple, the best of 205 Buddy, and let's create a new Buddy Matthews, right?
Yeah, and I can't wait to see it. It's going to be great.
Much appreciated. Am I making this out to Dan?
Yes, to Dan, yeah.
There you go, my friend.
Thank you so much, and I can't wait to meet you in person. I hope you go to AEW. I know everybody's like, oh, I can't. I really hope so, because I really feel they have the best product right now to feature all the young talent. They don't need you don't need to bring 40-year-old back to get ratings. I'm sorry. That is my feeling, but okay.
Wrestling in general is going to be better, but I'm looking forward to wherever I land, man. The 90 days ends in 11 days now, 12 days. I don't even know. But
nice. All out's what? All out's coming up too. So,
well, I'm not saying anything. I don't want to get people's hopes up, but you know what I mean. Like,
wherever you land, man, I'll be watching.
Dan.
Good luck. Thanks, Goldie.
Thanks, Dan. See you, buddy.
See you, bud.
All right, let's see. We're going to do Marco next. He got one of the elites.
Is it side thing on it?
I believe I put one on there, but if you can just grab one, let's just make your life easier. And then he got one of the 8x10s, and it was this one. All right, Marco, you're up, buddy. How's it going?
Hey, David. Hey, buddy.
What's up, man? How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic.
You're a joy to watch on television, man. You're super talented, man.
I thank you, man. Appreciate that. I definitely try.
I know you do, and you put on good matches every time I watch you in WWE. I followed you before NXT too, so it's been a while.
Okay,
You know?
yeah. A long while.
When you were champs with Wesley.
Say that again, bud?
I said when you were champs with Wesley Blake, even before you won the tag titles, I started watching you. So
Damn, that's a long
just want to let you know
time.
I'm a fan.
Awesome, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
So you got the two bad boys, right?
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you.
You got these
Yeah.
two? Yeah.
Yep.
All right. I'm
So
making
both of them, you can
Marco?
make them to me,
I can.
and then on each one, if you can put one-time cruiserweight champion, and then like for the figure, put my name, one-time cruiserweight champ, and sign. That'll be fine. And then on the 8x10, same thing. My name, one-time cruiserweight champ, and a saying from you or a message from you, and then sign.
Doing that now. Boom. One-time cruiserweight champ.
Looks great.
Awesome, my friend. And I got that one there for you too.
Awesome. Okay. That looks great.
Do you have
Awesome.
any questions, Marco, before you headed out today?
But yeah, like I said, buddy, I wish you the best in your future endeavors, wherever you decide to wrestle, and I look forward to watching you some more on whatever company you work for.
Awesome, brother. Much appreciated. Hopefully, I'll come to a town near you, and you can come watch me live in person.
I hope AEW picks you up, because you'll be awesome at that company. You would be awesome in that
Awesome.
company.
I appreciate that.
All right, buddy.
Thank
Thanks,
you, buddy.
Marco. See ya.
Appreciate you, dude.
All right, take care, David. Take care, buddy.
All right, I got a gentleman backstage. You labeled yourself Knight. Mr. Can you let me know the name on your order? Sorry, you did a nickname.
I didn't buy this myself.
Oh, okay. This is Becky. Okay, cool. All right, let me
Yeah.
tell you what she picked. So I'm gonna pull up the 8x10s, and you can pick, and then I'll let you have your time. All right.
Okay.
So we had the 205 Live 8x10. We have, I call this one Turnbuckle Belt 8x10. We have the Secret No More with multiple belt collage, and then we have the multiple Buddy Murphy collage.
Oh, I like the secret one.
This one?
This one, yeah.
Okay. All right, she'll take this one, and then I'll let you have your time.
Hello. How are you?
Hi, I'm so nervous. I didn't know this thing at all.
Why are you nervous? No need to be nervous.
This was a surprise for me. Like, I got this as a birthday present, so I have no idea this was coming.
Well, happy birthday. Is your birthday today?
No, it's actually in October, but since this was happening now,
Well, birthday and Christmas
oh my
came
god,
in.
I'm gonna cry. Oh my god.
No, don't cry. There's no need to
Oh,
cry.
no, I'm just I'm so fan, like, oh my god.
Don't cry.
I can't help it. It's like, oh my god. I don't even know where to start. Like, like the stuff you did like last year with Seth and everything, it's like what cut me through like almost like the entire of last year. It's like such a big thing to me.
Oh, I
Like
appreciate
last
that.
year was so hard, and like watching you do what you did, all that like disciple stuff and everything, it was so good. It was so fun. Like I love it so much, and like I was a fan before, but that was just like what I love it whole thing.
I appreciate that. It was, definitely something that, a lot of, not just myself, but a lot of the guys to get through like the pandemic and whatnot was that we felt like we were, that's why we came into work. It was because we thought we were bringing at least some sort of entertainment to people that couldn't do what they were, love to do. And, the ball had to keep, or the wheel had to keep spinning. So I appreciate that, that we thought that way and that you appreciated that. So I appreciate you for appreciating it.
It meant so much to me. Like last year was so hard, and like with everything, and just like having that one thing I was looking forward like every week. That was like what you guys did.
Well,
And
we
it's
all,
like-
not just me, but from everyone, we thank you for that. That means a
Oh
lot.
my god.
But no more tears, please.
I can't help it. It's like it just means so much to me. Like
No more
I
tears.
can't like I'm trying. It's really hard. It just
No
means so much to
tears.
me.
Happy time, right?
I am very happy about this. It's that
That's
I
awesome.
didn't know this was like bad for me at all. I was
Well,
just told, okay, you're free this day, and then come in, and I'm like, oh my god.
well,
Like just like yesterday, I was like talking with like Becky bought this for me. I was talking with her about it, like the new video you put up, and I was like so excited about it, and like it's a cinematic masterpiece. That's what I called it.
I wouldn't
No,
go that
it's
far.
really good.
I definitely put
Trust me.
definitely put a lot of effort into it. It was I wrote it and directed it pretty much myself. I had some help from the guys that did a lot of EC3 stuff. They helped me put it together, but I wrote it. I was very hands-on it. I had a vision. They helped me bring that vision, but it's entertainment. You know what I mean? I wanted to bring a different light of entertainment, even though we're pro wrestling. If I can't get in a wrestling ring just now, if I can bring some sort of entertainment and get people talking and create, make them start creating the story, create the narrative. That's what entertainment's about. So I'm glad that you enjoyed it and that you could look into it and be excited for the future, because it was exciting for me to make, and it makes me excited for the future for myself, knowing that I have such a support system like you and many others that enjoyed what I put out. So I thank you.
And I just have to thank you for like everything, like the hours of entertainment you've given not only me but like everybody, and it's like I have no words.
Well, I don't like, without you, I can't do what I love. So, you know what I mean? Like I was in Australia and I wrestled in front of nobody. And I remember when I was young, I used to wrestle on the trampoline against my sister's dolls, just so I could wrestle. So wrestling in front of people, it's definitely not a job. It's a love and a passion. So I thank people for wanting to watch me.
Oh, I will definitely continue to watch. It doesn't matter where you go or what you do, I will continue to watch.
I appreciate it. Whereabouts are you located? Where do you live?
I'm from Finland.
From Finland?
Yeah.
Wow. Well, maybe one day I'll be in Finland and you can come watch me live.
I'm gonna try.
You never know. When the world opens up, I'll be everywhere. But
Just let me know.
Who can I make this out to?
You can sign it for Knight. It's the same name as I have.
NIGHT. Boom. And then I put "you're the best" at the bottom.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you, Knight. It was a pleasure talking to you. I'm glad that I could make you happy. I assume with the tears, happy tears. So I appreciate it.
Oh, they're absolutely happy tears.
That's great to hear. I hope you have a great day. And I look forward for you to getting this.
Thanks for coming in, Knight. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you, Knight.
All right, we have Lee Walker next. He got an elite as well. You're more than welcome to just grab anyone you'd like on that one. Hey, Lee, how's it going?
Hey, what's going on, guys?
What up, man? How are you?
Doing well. How about yourself?
Can't complain.
I got a couple of questions, and you just recently spoke about, writing that whole vignette that you had done. When it comes to writing in professional wrestling, especially when you were in WWE, did you ever go to the writers and pitch any ideas? And if so, how were they perceived?
Great question. I pitched. So it's weird, right? In NXT, I didn't really feel like I pitched stuff, but very moderately kept it pretty you know what I mean? Like I knew my place. In 205 was like the second coming of me, right? So I had to make an impact. So in 205 Live, I felt like I had a lot more creative control, and I felt like I could go up to them and talk to them. And in my situation, I felt like I actually had a little bit of pull, and I only say that not by the facts that they didn't care about the show. When it came to the higher ups, they didn't care. So when I say I had pull, I mean that I could talk to the head writers and we could come up with something that we were happy on, and there was less pull by, we didn't have to run it through Vince because it didn't exist in his world. But then in Raw and SmackDown, when I was with Paul, I felt comfortable. I could go to Paul and explain or express something to him and get his feedback, and which I did, and got a couple of things changed, which I thought were for the better. But when it came to other stuff, I pitched ideas, but I felt like that when I pitched it to a writer, and I totally understand, I'm not the one going into the writing room and pitching something to Vince. And if they're not feeling comfortable with the idea that I pitched, they're the ones going to get barked back at if the man in charge doesn't like it. So I understand that they're not willing to die on my sword, right? Because they're the ones going to have to deal with him, and it's coming out of their mouth, so they're going to get the backlash. But I felt like if I did pitch something, it was kind of like, we want they wanted us to pitch ideas, but really they didn't want us to pitch ideas because then we're doing their job, and they kind of went on their back foot. So it was really hard to navigate, if that makes sense on that really long, extended answer.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. And when it came to the Buddy Murphy name, who came up with that?
So I was a big fan. So when I came down in NXT, I had to pitch a couple of names. So when I sent, it was Byron Saxon at the time, who was working with NXT, I sent him an email with a bunch of names. And somehow from my computer to his computer, the email got all messed up and all the names got scattered around. And he just picked and matched different names. So several names came back. One name, which I actually liked, came back and was approved. But then when it came down to me introducing myself, one person thought I said Jack. And I was like, oh, and then I had to kind of repeat myself. And when you're repeating yourself, it's not great. You know what I mean? Especially in first impressions. Like, they should know who you are. So, and then it actually came down to an autograph. And my real name being Matt, there's an M in my autograph. So the M was very natural, looked very good. And a B is one of probably the easiest letters to do in an autograph. So the autograph looked very good, and that's how I became Buddy Murphy. And they said that I said Murphy funny, like, because I the Australian accent. So, but yeah, it was like the names kind of came from things that I enjoyed. So Murphy came from a player called Mark Murphy in Australia. Mm-hmm. Buddy came from a player called Buddy Franklin in Australian football. And then I actually had Matthews as a last name in there too, which didn't get picked up. So it's funny how I can come back and now that's my new name. So
that's awesome.
Going full circle.
Yeah. What did you think of Malachi Black kind of like continuing his storyline with you in AEW? Because his eye was all black and blue with, you know, he had the color contact in, and you had actually tweeted at him before anything happened, saying something like, hey, don't forget about me type deal. And he did that. How'd you perceive that?
I feel like the me and Black situation is going to be going for a long, long time. I feel like it's just, we created such a buzz when we shouldn't have got buzz in our matches. And you know what I mean? It was like this love-hate relationship, right? That people still talk about today, the series of matches we had. So I think people are very interested in seeing those matches again and seeing them at a different level now that we're both, handcuff free. So, but yeah, like I'm a very detailed orientated person. So the idea of details is awesome, and not forgetting the past, right? Mm-hmm. Because it's just a detail thing. And I think that's why I love like the Marvel Universe movies so much, is because it's so detailed. And that's how I went about making my new vignettes. It was like a Marvel Universe in comparison to his. And I thought that was a very cool, unique, entertaining thing, that if you compare them, right, they're filmed completely different, but there's so much similarities and there's this hidden stuff in it. And that's purely for my enjoyment of creating entertainment, but details. And the way that I wrestle is very detail driven. Whether it's the smallest little thing, and I think that's something that I picked up from Seth. Working with him was just the detail on such a little thing that maybe the audience wouldn't actually know about, but will make so much sense. They don't even know that that's the, you know what I mean? Like when you're eating something and you're like, why does it taste so good? And it's like it's not the salt, it's not the pepper, it's something. We don't know what it is.
Yeah.
that's what details are, right? It just makes everything so much better, but you don't know what it is.
Yeah.
So that's kind of how I kind of look at it. And I think that makes wrestling better as a whole, of the details and the continuing stuff that we did in our past, right? Like, I think that makes, it didn't not happen. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
kind of go, and like, I think that's with me going, into my future, is that I'm going to take the best things from all the characters I portrayed, from the 205 Live buddy to the Disciple buddy, but a second coming of them, right? A combination, but the next generation, if that makes sense. So that's kind of the detail that I put into the stuff.
Yeah. I mean, and you've done phenomenal work in WWE, and I'm excited to see what happens next. And kind of just speaking of what happens next, my last question here that I wanted to ask was, what were your thoughts on CM Punk debuting in AEW last night?
So I didn't see it live, but I saw it on Twitter. I think it's awesome, man. I am a massive CM Punk mark, massive. And it's exciting, right? Like, you know what I mean? And if it's going to excite him to come back, then, you know what I mean? There must be something brewing in the kitchen. So I'm excited for it, man. I'm kind of like, I want everything in wrestling to get better. I think that Punk going to AEW not only elevates AEW, but then might kick WWE in the butt to lift some things too, because everyone has the talent for it, right? So, but we'll see. Only time will tell.
Yeah. I appreciate answering those questions for me.
No worries, man. Anytime. Who am I making the figure out to?
Could I have you just sign it? As you see, I have these lovely other ones here that I need to meet you and have get signed. On that one, could I have you put WWE Raw Tag Team Champion and your name?
I can do that.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Why didn't you mail those 3 in too, Lee?
Because they just got here this morning.
Oh, okay. You just got them.
I ordered them in hopes that they would be here in time for me to mail them in, and oh, that's awesome.
Boom.
Awesome. Thank you. I appreciate that.
No worries, Lee. You're welcome, bud.
Thanks,
Awesome.
Lee. We appreciate it, buddy.
Thanks, guys. Have a good one. It was nice
You
talking
too,
to you.
bud. Thank you. Thanks for the questions.
See you, buddy.
Have a good one.
All right. Our next gentleman also got one of those elites. Mr. Stu, you are up, sir. How's it going, buddy? Oh,
Hey there,
did
how
he
you going?
feel
All
on us?
right.
There you go.
Hey, buddy.
What's up, man? How are you?
Good, thanks. Yeah, it's a bit of it caught me weirdly, considering obviously I booked this. Completely caught me off guard because I was expecting. I'm in the north of England.
Okay.
Done it with these guys before, and it's always been around midnight. And then I completely forgot that this was much earlier than. So I'm actually at my mate's house for a bit of a party in his garage currently. So.
What better place to talk to me than in your mate's garage?
So yeah. So how's things with you? All right.
Mate, cannot complain. Cannot complain at all.
Good. I was lucky enough to get to see you guys perform live when you came over for the NXT Takeover London tour when you were here in Sheffield.
Okay.
It's probably about an hour and 10 minutes from where I am now.
Okay.
And I absolutely made up you were on the card, to be fair. So I've been following you guys ever since the NXT days, because I've been looking into it before and seen you not before that. Apparently not done too much outside Australia. Is that right?
Yeah, I kept it pretty low key. I wasn't. I think that just me as a person wasn't ready to make that next step, or everyone had kind of I was a big fish in a small pond over there, so everyone was kind of asking when I'm going to make that step, but I don't think I was willing to fail yet. So I kept pushing it off. But we ended up getting there. We got it done, and I finally bit down on the bullet and flew over to America for a tryout. I did wrestle Nasawa from All Japan back in maybe 2008, 2009, and they offered me a contract in Japan for me to stay at the dojo and whatnot, but it just didn't feel right for some reason. I can't tell you why, it just didn't feel right. So luckily enough that I did hold off on it, and then I pulled the trigger when I did, and it's kind of been smooth sailing, so to speak, to get me where I am today. So, but yeah, I haven't wrestled in America on the indies before. I'm kind of looking forward to doing my own thing. So that excites me, and I'm excited to, if I go somewhere else that, you know what I mean? I'm just looking forward to the future and whatever it holds for me, and traveling and getting, doing things on my terms, so to speak. So very excited.
Well, now that the shackles are off, if you get the chance to come back over here, please do, because it would be an absolute pleasure to see you in person again.
I definitely want to come over and do like a tour. I want to go back to Australia and do a tour. I want to get to Japan. I do want to get back to England or do like a European tour. But it's different. I'm not with WWE anymore, so I can do a little bit more of the sightseeing and do the things that I want to do. But last time I was over there, I always had a blast, even when I was only there for, I think last time I did England for a Raw taping, and I was there for maybe 18 hours, but it was fun. So I had Nando's, so anywhere I can eat Nando's, good day to me. So
you need to hit Nando's up for a black card. They'll get you sorted out for life for that stuff.
Oh well, we'll see what happens. But yeah, definitely would love to get down over there and do a tour and see some more places. Like I never got to go to a lot of places and sightsee. So, but it reminds me of Australia a little bit, which is nice.
I've actually got family out in Australia, but they're like Brisbane side.
Okay.
So a long time ago, I managed to get out there with my grandparents when my granddad was still around.
Yeah.
And that is a long flight, dude. So like all the traveling that you must have done just to make tapings and stuff. Much respect, because I think we landed at something like 7:15 in the morning.
Yeah.
Like local time, and they woke me up at about 8 o'clock evening time because I just slept the whole day after the flight.
It's
absolute killer.
Jet lag's a real thing, and you learn to adapt. Like I remember last time I went to Australia, I think I did a loop, I think I did a Canada loop before like the Super Showdown. So I did like 4 shows, did Raw, flew out on a Tuesday to Australia, did 4 shows, flew back straight to TV. It was insane because you're losing 2 days of travel.
When you do like the international tours and stuff, what's the difference in prep for you? Is it much different, or is it just it's just further away to go and this is the stuff that I need to sort out?
It doesn't become, there's no real prep in it. The only thing you're really doing is prepping is a little bit more extra clothes. And international outlets. That's a big game changer in travel. You need like an international outlet so you can use your stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, there isn't really much. It's, you know what I mean? It is what it is, and you go and you do it. It's work, whether it's an hour away, 10 hours away, 24 hours away. It's going this autopilot mode, and you just try and get through it. And it sounds weird, but you're more just like, from the day you leave, you're counting until the days you're home. So it's like, all right, 8 days. And a lot of the boys will contest with this. It's like we're counting down the days till we go home. And then you're home for a day or two, and then you're gone again. So, Yeah, it's a weird little lifestyle.
Just
F4 life.
before we head off, I actually have twin boys who are just about to turn 6, and they're just getting into wrestling at the moment. Obviously, I'm the bad influence there, which is is fine. One of them was with me, but he's ran off now because he was a bit too scared to talk to you. But I'm gonna show them this afterwards. So if you could just say hi to Sam and Seth, I can show them this afterwards, and they'll be
Sam
absolutely
who?
amazed. Sam and Seth.
Seth?
Seth.
Like Seth Rollins?
Yeah.
Damn. All right, g'day Sam and Seth.
They met Seth Rollins at like one of these meet and greet things over here just before everything like shut down at the end of 2019.
Okay.
And he couldn't wait to tell him that he had the same name, and obviously not realizing that there's a differential between like the guy and the character.
Yeah.
And, like Rollins didn't really know what to say to him, but I imagine with his current situation that may have changed now. So
yeah.
But yeah, just as an aside, like you say, thanks for everything, man. I just enjoy watching you and appreciate the time and dedication, because it certainly takes me away from all the crap that I have going on, and it's just an escape. So thank you so much.
No, I appreciate it, man. Those words like that are why we do it. And I know it sounds cliche, but like, we're there to entertain. We're there to get people out of their worlds. Like, we get to play and we get to portray a world, like a character in a world that, you know, doesn't really exist. So if we can take you out of the real world and kind of bring you to our pretend world, then that's a home run for us. So we appreciate it. Would you like me to make this out to Stu?
If I could be a pain and ask you to put to Stu and then sign, and then could you put the disciple on it for me as well?
I can.
Thank you so much. And thanks again, David, as well, for sorting all this out. Appreciate it, man.
You're welcome, man. There you go, buddy.
Awesome. Thanks so much, guys.
Much appreciated.
We'll see you next time.
Take it easy, guys. Thanks very much.
See you.
Bye.
All right, next up we have Alex Noble. He also got an elite as well. What's up, Alex? How's it going, buddy?
Oh, we're doing pretty good here. I know we had some tears earlier from Miss Knight, but I've got my son here with me, so it'll be a different kind of some tears.
Yeah.
Potentially, but he's just chilling.
Oh, look at him.
Say hi to Buddy. Kane. This is Kane.
Kane?
Kane.
Kane. Big red machine right there.
Absolutely. And speaking, I just got a bunch more of my signed Kane items from the asylum. So good timing on that.
Very nice.
But anyways, I see you repping Project Rock.
Always.
You fill that shirt out a little bit better than me, but I'm working on it.
Oh, well, this is extra small, so.
Kid size, all right? No, I'm just kidding.
You know.
So I just wanted to start off by saying the first Raw I went to was let's see, January 2020, right before everything kind of hit the fan and shut down.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure what series, like what number match that was between you and Aleister Black, but I don't know if I'll see a better like match in person. Like that was absolutely amazing what you guys were able to put on there for us live in Lexington. It was really, really awesome. So
that was January?
I think I want to say it was January 2020.
We wrestled at, I think it was in November at TLC.
Yeah.
We wrestled the New Year's or the day before New Year's.
Okay.
And then we wrestled in January.
Okay. So that's the one
number 3.
Yeah. Obviously I'm biased since I was there to see it live, but that's
where I turned on Big Show.
Yes.
There you go.
Yes.
You're out.
Yeah, when Big Show came out, I was like, I'd never seen him in person before, but I was like, damn, I didn't really know what else to say. Yeah, that was a great show. And people, in this chat, I'm sure you see it on social media, AEW this, AEW that. I'm a huge AEW mark, but you know, with your talent, your skill set, what you bring to the table, wherever you end up, man, I'm going to be looking forward to seeing you put on some more good matches. And if you do show up in AEW and get back in, you know, in the ring with Malachi Black now, that will be astounding. I think it'll be put a lot more eyes on their products for sure.
Definitely unfinished business between he and I.
Big time.
But yeah, man, I'm excited for the future. I don't know where I'll end up as of yet. Still in my 90 days. But yeah, man, wherever I end up, I'm excited for. I'm excited to do those things like you mentioned. Handcuffs are off now. Looking forward to wrestling newer talent. And hopefully bringing some eyes to that product or whatever company I go to, bringing more eyes to it because I want to leave wrestling better. And I feel like at a time now with where wrestling is going, with Punk returning, AEW stepping it up a lot, which hopefully makes WWE step it up a lot, which then hopefully elevates every other company to bring it up. So it's exciting times for wrestling in general. But I appreciate you being such a fan and the kind words. It really is. I feel like I'm kind of on repeat. It's like talking to you guys on a platform, but it really does give us true kind of like, it sounds so cliche, but it's like true meaning to what we do. We're there to pull in an emotion, and we're there whether you love us, hate us, boo us, cheer us, whether you just sit there and you're mesmerized by the athletic performance or whatever you get from it, that's what we do. Right? So I appreciate the kind words wholeheartedly.
That's no problem at all. It's coming straight from the heart, and you know, like I said, I'm excited to see where, you know, not only where you go, what you continue to do, but like you said, wrestling in general. And now I can share my passion, hopefully, with my son. You know, he, whether he likes it or not, named after the Big Red Machine. So he's he's got some fun times ahead of him. But I'm excited to see everything that goes down in pro wrestling with all the promotions. I mean, it's a great time to be a fan. And you know, I've enjoyed the sport for as long as I can remember, and it's like now it's just exciting times.
Yeah, and we had that time where it kind of fell off for a little bit, but like that was the thing that got me hooked when I was little, younger, and pro wrestling. It gave me everything, and it kind of ticked every category. So, but then it kind of fell off for a while. So hopefully it's on that cool thing again, you know, makes it the cool thing to be pro wrestling.
Right.
So we'll see what happens, and only the future will tell. It's tough times in the world, but it's definitely a massive step in the right direction.
Absolutely. Well, yeah, I'm excited to see what the future has in store for us here in the professional wrestling world. And yeah, man, great stuff. I appreciate you taking the time to chat with me and Kane here. So appreciate that.
Alex, who can I make the disciple figurine out to for you, bro?
Can you just sign it, Buddy Murphy, and use as much as the plastic as you want? Just put your signature as big as you can, man. That'd be awesome.
Oh, he signed big.
big time. I appreciate that. Looks good.
Thanks, Alex. We appreciate it, buddy.
All right. Thanks, David. You'll be seeing me hopefully in the future. Take care, buddy.
See you, buddy.
Appreciate you.
All right. Bye.
All right. Our next guest is Michael. He had this 8x10. All right, Michael, you're up, buddy.
Hello.
Michael, how are you, bud?
I am doing good. How about you?
I'm doing fantastic.
It's funny because I just I follow you on your Twitch channel. Even though I'm not on Twitch, I follow some of your videos that you posted on Twitch. So I didn't know that UFC I believe it was 3 or 4 is your favorite video game.
It's probably UFC 4 and Fortnite. I'm hooked on Fortnite.
Mm-hmm. Have you won some of your fights, or have you been losing a lot?
It depends. It seems that whenever I stream, I lose. But when I play by myself, I win.
Uh-huh. And I played that game too, for the first time last month. And I was like, oh man, I've been losing left and right, but I when I got better at playing at the game, I'm starting winning fights left and right.
Hell yeah, man. You got to put a lot of time and effort into video games.
Yeah. So my question to you is you had a match with Roman Reigns, and I got the opportunity to see that match on SmackDown. Can you tell me, how did you feel going into your match against the Roman Reigns? Because I got to tell you, that was probably one of your best matches that you ever had.
Yeah, it was nerve-wracking. Obviously, I'd been called up to SmackDown prior to that, but I hadn't really debuted. So my debut in ring was against the guy. So it was nerve-wracking, but I felt very comfortable at the same time because that ring is my home. Mm-hmm. And I am one of the best in the world. And I feel like no matter who's in there with me, I'm at an advantage because no one can do what I can do between the ring and the bell. So it was nerve-wracking, but very comfortable. And I had a lot to prove.
Mm-hmm. So you did like a promo with Roman Reigns as well prior to going into that match, where he's saying that who attacked him and whatnot. And so, what were your thoughts about when Roman Reigns came to that locker room and set you down to talk to you? Talk some choice words about you.
I was just chilling in the background, as you could tell. I was sitting there with the 205 Live crew. Mm-hmm. So, when Roman came in, Roman is a big shot. Has his own locker room. So when he showed up in our locker room, why would he want to be talking to me? So when he said my name, very shocked, but. As you saw, I smiled in his face. So I think he didn't like that. And then he threw me across the table. So I think Roman won that one. But,
yeah.
You know what I mean? I earned Roman's respect.
All right. Speaking of 205 Live, can you give me your thoughts on what you thought about 205 Live brand?
205 Live, what I thought of it?
Yeah.
Awesome. The best.
Mm-hmm.
It had everything about it was the best. Mm-hmm. It was the guys were the best. We were the best wrestling around at that point. That show was had the best wrestling on it. It was just a very cool group of guys to be around. Backstage was cool. And we started to bring attention to a show that the WWE didn't care about. So we were we were in charge, we felt. We were the bosses. So it was awesome. Very sad to see how it is now.
Mm-hmm. And my final question to you is, before my time runs out, is what are your thoughts on Daniel Bryan? Daniel Bryan attacked you and called you fickle or whatnot. What are your thoughts about Daniel Bryan attacking you? You know, attacking you from behind and whatnot.
So I think that Daniel Bryan and just same as Roman, they're scared of me. They saw that how dominant I was in 205, so they were just scared, which I don't blame them. You know what I mean? Like, Roman's doing okay now, but Daniel Bryan, I haven't seen him in a while. So I think they were scared of me, and they were scared that I was going to be the next world champion. And yeah, I'm not too fussed. You know, I'm where I am. They're where they are. Roman's sitting at the head of the table, but no one else is sitting at the table with him. So
yeah,
he's by
I
himself.
think those guys are just scared of you. That's what it is.
That's what I thought anyway. They might say something different, but you know, we all have opinions, right?
Right. Well,
am I making this out to you, Michael?
Yeah. You can make it out to me, and you can put whatever you want.
Boom.
Thank you so much.
No,
Thanks for joining us, Michael. Appreciate it, buddy.
Yeah. Take care, David.
Any questions, buddy?
See ya.
Yeah.
All right, Nick, I see you're backstage, but I see your camera and mic is off if you want to turn those on, because you're up next. That didn't work. Okay. Nick had we sent in some mini belts. They're like,
Are they in the box?
They would be in the Nick Francis box, one of them. They're like, I think they're in little zip bags.
How many were there?
Maybe 4 of them.
Okay, yeah, I see them.
There should be one that's a cruiserweight belt.
I can't tell.
Yeah, we'll have to open them anyways. We're gonna sign them all, but this gentleman got one that's a cruiserweight. All right, Nick, you're up, buddy.
All right. Hi, buddy.
What up, man?
I don't really have any questions for you today. I just kind of wanted to gush about your matches.
Feel free. I'm willing to hear you talk about the matches. Just do it.
Then, but I went back and watched your match with the Bushi because I was starting to get into New Japan around that time, and damn, that definitely made me a fan of you. And then your match with Cedric at Super Showdown, that really solidified it, that both of you were amazing at what you did, and were 2 guys that I needed to keep watching. Just your guys' athletic ability and just the way you can tell a story in the ring it's amazing.
I appreciate it, man. Thank you very much. It was definitely awesome to work all the cruiserweight guys, and Coda was awesome to work too, and never really had a chance to wrestle someone that didn't speak any English. And, you know, he was coming off the 205. WWE wanted him really bad, and they felt comfortable putting him in there with me, you know, to do that. So always enjoyed that match with Coda, and hopefully I get to do it again in the near future.
Yeah, that's something I'm definitely hoping for, is that you are able to work with New Japan, because I'd like to see a rematch with Coda. I would love to see wrestle Takahashi and Will Ospreay. I think those would be some amazing matches. Just your guys' style, and it would be, I think, really heavy hitting and just a lot of athleticism.
Yeah, definitely. Osprey is definitely a name on the hit list for me. He went to Australia and he made a name for himself in Australia, but that's my home territory. So, all for him making a name, but I didn't really appreciate him making a name in my home country. So, he's definitely a guy that's on the hit list.
Yeah, I think you need to own one back there. Maybe you can wrestle him in England and you can take over England.
I'll take over England.
Yeah.
I like the sound of that.
Go to his country. Also, your match with Aleister Black at TLC was amazing, and I really want to see you wrestle Malachi Black just to see if maybe the chemistry will be different with his new character. Maybe both of you, since you're kind of both renewed and refreshed now, and you've got new tweaks to your character. I wonder how the dynamic would be.
I think that obviously we wrestled 3 times. He's obviously my Achilles heel. He's my kryptonite. So, but I think that he's grown as a performer. I've definitely grown as a performer. Before I wrestled, before I joined Seth, I wrestled him. So I have another whole year and a half under the guidance of Seth under my belt now. So I'm a whole different performer myself. Plus, I've just been sitting down in lockdown for 90 days. So I'm willing to, I feel like I've sharpened my tools. I've created more skill. I'm bigger than I was then. So I feel like I've only added to my game. So I feel like it would be a lot more competitive, even though I took the fight to him. I was pretty much the only fight for him in WWE. But yeah, I feel like I'm sure it will happen again.
Yeah, and I mean, you're right. It's been almost 2 years since you guys' first match, so that's a lot of time to grow and develop. And both you might just have something new you're going to bring to the table. And you are looking pretty jacked, so yeah, you are looking a lot bigger.
I appreciate it. It's definitely working hard.
Yeah, and then your matches with Mustafa Ali were just incredible. I think those are just some of my favorite matches, period, for 205 Live, where you guys, I have nothing bad to say about Mustafa Ali. I think he's just one of the best human beings, period. And seeing that spotlight shine on both of you was really great, because you're both 2 hardworking, great guys, and you're amazing at what you do. So I think someday I would like to see that again, even if it's somewhere else. See you and Mustafa Ali wrestle again. I think you guys had really great chemistry together too.
Yeah, I feel like Ali and myself are like 2 peas in a pod. It was kind of like destined to happen. Same with maybe me in the Black situation. It's just so good that it's going to be around for a while. But Ali, as you said, he's inside, outside the ring. He's probably one of the best just people and performer. And he literally gives it his all with everything. So when you see guys like that not get the to be highlighted as much as they deserve, it's kind of like I've been there firsthand and seen it.
Yeah,
and deserves it. So and he's a good friend of mine too. So I wish nothing but the best for him and his family. He's literally, like I said, one of the best in and out of the ring. So definitely want to cross paths with him again one day.
Actually, I do have a question that just popped in my head. Who's somebody that you would like to have a match with that might be surprising to people?
Ooh, surprising. Ace Romero.
Nice. What is it about him that you just think that you guys could lock up really well? You think just you like what he brings to the table?
So he's obviously he kind of like a super heavyweight. So something that I haven't really wrestled before, right? I've wrestled giants in WWE. but like to wrestle like a super heavyweight that can move pretty well, it just interests me, right? So
Yeah.
plus, you know, he kind of went viral a couple of years ago, and I feel like he could be another big. He's just kind of like one match away from being like kind of recognized again, if that makes sense. But yeah, I think it's just something that I haven't wrestled before. A super heavyweight that can move well. He's kind of like he's just kind of a different hybrid than me. I'm a bigger guy that was like a hybrid of the cruiserweight. I could do lucha. I could do, power. I could strike. I was a hybrid in all styles, and I would adapt. But I feel like a super heavyweight that can move, somewhat cruiserweighty. It's just an interesting matchup style.
Yeah, I agree. I think that would be pretty cool just to see how you would work with an opponent like that, and just kind of see more of you strategizing and kind of using like your wrestling intellect to figure out, okay, like he can move and he's a bigger guy. How do I, how do I take him down? Like, what do I got to do?
Absolutely. And I think it all comes down to all I need to do is knee him in the face. That seems to be something that I'm very good at, and something that I've caught the best with, and I feel like it'd be no different. I just feel like he opposes threats in areas that I haven't been threatened before, but I feel like it would be the ending would be inevitable, and it would he would fall.
Yeah, a good knee to the face is definitely a great equalizer.
Equalizer, it's game over.
Yeah. I do want to share one memory with you. This is the only time I ever ran at a wrestling show, but I was going to TLC 2018, and they were doing like a marathon around the arena in San Jose. So I had to park like super far. And as I was getting into the venue, I heard your music hit and I ran to my seat so I could see you and Cedric. And I only got to catch the last like 2-3 minutes of the match. So I'm hoping I can get that made up someday and get to catch you live, because just what I saw was awesome. And I definitely feel like I missed out on so much more.
Yeah, well, man, like, once these 90 days are up, I'm going to be, I'm going to be out there. So hopefully we can cross paths and you can catch me live, because I feel like TV is good and all, but I feel like I bring more of I feel like I'm more entertaining in person.
Yeah.
To be honest with you.
Awesome. I look forward to it. I'm out in California, so maybe you'll work with PWG someday, or New Japan of America would be amazing. They do shows, within like 4 to 5 hours of me. So it's always a possibility.
Always a possibility, man. The future's bright.
Thank you.
So these are your 4 little championships?
No, just the one. Just the cruiserweight one.
Just the cruiserweight. All right. So
Yeah.
that works. At least they're all out now. So you just want me to sign the back, bud?
Sure. Wherever there's a spot. If you could just put Nick Secret No More, that would be perfect.
Let's see what I can do.
I'm pretty stoked. This is my first signed replica title of anything, and I think it's really awesome that you're the first one that's doing that for me.
I appreciate it, Nick.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Boom. You're welcome.
Thanks, Nick. We appreciate it, buddy.
Thanks, David. Have a good
All right,
day.
see you.
You too, bud.
All right, Jeff, I see you, but your camera's not on. So if you want to get that fixed, we can bring you in next, or I can give you a chance and I'll bring in the next person first. All right, we'll go ahead and bring Jake in. He got one of the turnbuckle pads.
Whoa, I gotta get one of the turnbuckles out.
Hey, Jake, how's it going?
Hi, David. How you doing, buddy?
I'm good, bud. How are you, man?
I'm fine, man. I'm a little bit nervous. I'm not gonna lie.
Nervous?
No, it's just it's weird talking to your favorite wrestler, So.
Oh, I appreciate it. Man.
No, man. I've been a big fan for a long time, so
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah. I've got a couple of questions lined up.
Shoot.
The first one being it's a bit trivial. I noticed towards the end of your WWE run, you removed the Best Kept Secret logo from your ring gear. What was the reason behind that?
I wasn't the best kept secret anymore. I became
Secret No More, I guess. Yeah.
well, it kind of. So this is the way I looked at it. So this is a little backstage kind of. My dog's trying to break into my office, so excuse that noise. It's so it was the best kept
excuse
secret.
me, buddy. Excuse me. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, buddy. I've dropped out.
No, man, you're good. You're fine. There you are.
I dropped out there. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. So if you saw my WrestleMania gear, I did a Joker theme, and I had best kept secret, but the best kept secret to be crossed. Can you hear me, bud?
Do you hear him, Jake?
Hello.
Yeah, do you hear Buddy talking?
I can't hear Buddy. I can hear you.
Hey, Buddy, try talking. See if it
Hello,
works.
hello.
Do you hear him?
No.
Okay, 1 second, Buddy. All right, try now.
Hello. Hello. I can hear you again now.
You can hear me again?
Yeah.
Awesome. So like I was saying, if you remember my WrestleMania gear, it was a Joker themed.
Yes, that was.
So I had
sick.
best kept secret, but best kept secret was crossed out with the Joker face.
Yeah.
That was kind of me going, well, I'm on WrestleMania. I'm not the best kept secret anymore. So that was kind of the end of that. And then I went to SmackDown, right? And then then it was kind of like, oh, he's the best kept secret. And they made, like, one of my promos had it in it. So I guess I'm the best kept secret still. And then I wasn't used for a long time. So I guess I'm a secret again. So that's why the moniker kind of stayed when I was willing to get away from it. And then that turned into, once I started having the matches with Aleister Black, it's like, all right, everyone, like I'm a main player now. My matches, I'm not really a secret anymore. Everyone knows what I can offer.
Yeah.
And that's kind of when the best kept secret logo kind of dropped. And then after that, I became a disciple. So that's kind of the idea of it. But as you know, I disappeared a little bit again. But I'm not the best kept secret anymore. It's time to elevate that. And the future is basically what I make it. So it's not going to be a secret anymore. So it's the elevation of best kept secret from no one knowing who I was to the secret no more, where everyone will know who I am.
Okay. Next question is, somebody mentioned previously your matches with Mustafa Ali.
Yeah.
Which was your favorite match out of the series?
No DQ, hands down.
Oh yeah, I have to agree.
It was we were so handcuffed and restricted that the fact that we were able to create that with what we had to offer and the creative, how we did it creatively, I think that that's a work of art to me.
Yeah. I've seen that match. I can't count on both hands how many times I've seen it.
No more.
Yeah. That's all my questions I have. It's been a pleasure talking to you.
Awesome, man.
Thank you very much.
No
How do you want your turnbuckle time, Jake?
Could I get to Jake, Secret No More, Buddy Murphy, please?
Do you want it on the back or do you want it on the front?
On the front, please. On the front.
Okay, I'll do it on the black. 2, Jake.
That's perfect. Thank you very much.
Jake, it was a pleasure, my friend.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Thank you
Jake.
for answering my questions.
No worries, brother.
See you, buddy.
See you soon. Thank you.
I'm just going to, can I have 1 minute?
Yep.
I'm
Go
just
ahead.
going to let the dogs go potty. Give me
Go ahead.
1 minute. Go, kids. Go.
Yeah, mine's sniffing around too. While he's taking his minute, we do have some items available. We still have some Elite Buddy Murphy Series 84s available to be signed today. You can get a meet and greet at $75 plus shipping, or you can just purchase it for $65 and not do the meet and greet part and just get it signed. We have turnbuckle pads. These are $100 plus shipping. These can with meet and greet. It's 110 or 100 without, and you can get these signed, and that includes shipping with that. And then here are 8x10 options that are also available to get signed on our store as well. And you can get last minute meet and greets, or you can just purchase one and get them signed. Do not miss out on this opportunity to grab that. We do have quite a few elites left over that can be signed. This is his newest elite that just was released recently. And also comes if you like the disciple gimmick and the Seth Rollins work that they did together, it has the Seth Rollins shirt in there as well. So do not miss out on that. Jeff, I see you finally got it working. It looks like we're going to bring you in next. Hopefully we can get your meet and greet done, because it looks like your signal's not stable.
Alrighty.
All right, Jeff is up next.
The next foreseeable future.
And he got this one.
Yeah, that one, yes.
We'll see if Jeff got his internet going. Jeff, are you good to go? He's having some problems. All right, we'll bring in the next person. We have Zach Weiss, and he got this 8x10. You're up, Zach.
You guys can hear me okay?
Zach, how are you, mate?
I'm good, buddy. How are you?
I'm fantastic.
Awesome. Question I had for you is just what's been your proudest moment in your wrestling career so far?
Winning the Cruiserweight title at home. Doesn't get much better than that.
That's awesome. What do you think of, I'm sure somebody's asked, what did you think about CM Punk's return last night?
Thought it was awesome, man. I think it's going to be a great thing for wrestling. And like I've said before, I think hopefully it will elevate AEW to the next step and help push other promotions to make a better product themselves. So as a whole, just make wrestling bigger. But I think I'm a massive CM Punk fan. So, and if it's willing to make him come back, they must have something pretty cool cooking in the kitchen. So excited. I'm excited for it.
And the last one I got for you before the signature is, in this time off, just how have you become a better version of yourself in this time away from wrestling?
I haven't really stayed away from wrestling. Like I train in a ring every week to stay sharp. I feel like I've got a bit more of new, like a refreshed passion for wrestling. For a while, it was pretty down. So I'm feeling good. I'm working on my body, being creative again, as you can see with the vignettes. The rebranding of creating Buddy Matthews. It's just the next step. I'm excited for it, but staying active.
For sure. On the 8x10, if you could make it out to Zach, and then I'm stealing something you used on Instagram because I think it speaks perfectly to me. If you could write work, struggle, then go back to work.
Okay.
I think it's a great mentality to have wherever you go in life. So it really spoke to me when you put that on Instagram.
Boom.
That looks awesome. Thank you so much for that, buddy.
No worries, Zach. I appreciate it, man. Thank you for your questions.
Thank you. I guess I got to go back to work. I got to take your advice.
Yeah, make sure you struggle, and then make sure you go back to.
Yeah, I work beer and wine today. The struggle part won't be a big deal.
Easy, easy. Just make sure.
Thanks, guys.
See ya.
Appreciate y'all.
Thank you.
All right, now's the time where we're going to take me off and zoom you in, and we're just going to work on some of the folks that could not make it, unfortunately.
Okay.
So I'm going to go down the list here and just tell you, and then we do have a couple more coming, and I'll pause us if someone else comes in for their meet and greet. And when you're done, just hold it up briefly so that way the folks can see it.
Are these 8x10s?
We're going to do all the elites first.
Okay.
Not every single one, obviously. Whatever extra we'll do later, but we'll do all the ones of the folks that purchased that couldn't make it. So if you want to, there either is going to be one labeled to Randall in the box.
I'm just going to just grab them and then
we'll just take the tabs off later if we already did it. Yeah. So that's not a big deal. The only ones we have to make sure we sign legitimately stick with, there's 2 in cases.
Yeah, I see one. Yep.
And then there's 2 with little blue labels on them. Those were mailed in. So, all right. So the first one is going to be to Randall and signed, and Randall is spelled Randall. And then you'll just sign it, Buddy Murphy. There you go, Randall. Sorry you couldn't be with us. All right, next one is going to be to Ethan, Ethan, and he'd like you to also add all the best, Ethan, and then all the best, Matthew Adams. He wants your real name. There you go, Ethan. All right, next one will be to Nicholas, and I'll spell that for you because his is different. It's Nicols. And then signed is Buddy Murphy. There you go, Nicholas. All right, next one, we're just gonna sign it. And he's asking if you have a purple there. Do we have a purple that we sent you? Any purples?
Or
yeah, I don't know if we.
I've got random blue going.
Yeah, we'll just stick with the blue.
Okay.
Blue's been popping.
Yeah.
I'll let him know I overrode him. All right, so we're just gonna sign it, and he would like you to put the disciple. What are your thoughts on that random Seth Rollins shirt in there?
It was. I'm just upset with the head. Like they kept the same head.
Oh, from your 72 one. Yeah.
The disciple has a beard.
Yeah, Mattel does that sometimes. They'll reuse the extra heads that they had, I presume. So.
Like, yeah, that's what I assumed, that they just changed that. Oh, yeah, boom, there we go.
There you go, Adam. Sorry you couldn't be with us. All right, next one will also be just signed Buddy Murphy. There you go, Jason Chu. Sorry you couldn't be with us. All right, next one is another elite.
Let me grab a couple more.
Perfect. All right, this one will be to Josh. He'd like you to write best kept secret and sign it Buddy Murphy. There you go, Josh. All right, next one will be to Toby, Toby.
Say that again.
To Toby, Toby, and then signed as Buddy Murphy. There you go, Toby. All right, next one. He wants it just signed, but he'd like you to sign it Buddy Murphy and Matt Adams. There you go. Sorry you couldn't be with us, Shannon. All right. Next one is going to be to Steve. And then he'd like you to also write best of 205 live and then sign Buddy Murphy.
Best of 2000.
205 live.
Okay.
There you go, Steve. All right, next one will just be signed, Buddy Murphy. Okay. Keep that one aside, actually. Let me see that one again. That's your 72, right? Yeah, keep that aside. That's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, so that was fine that you just signed that one, and then do another one. Do an 84.
You talking about the Disciple one?
The newer one. Yeah, right there. Yeah. Yep, just signed. Yeah, that 72 one was mine. I just wanted it signed anyways.
I've done it, like, this one feels different.
Yeah, different boxes too. They've changed the boxes too. All right, there you go, Mr. Michael Cavanaugh. Sorry you couldn't be with us. All right, so I got Dan Kramer backstage. We're going to bring him in. He got one of your turnbuckle pads, and I'll let him let us know what 8x10 he wanted, because he got an 8x10 as well. And then we'll come back to the rapid fire. All right, Dan, you're up, buddy. Let us know which 8x10 you wanted. I'm going to plop them up. This one, this one, this one, or this one?
That one and the last one.
Okay, so he'll take that one as well.
The collage one?
Yep, that's it.
Boom. What's up, bud? How are you?
Not too bad. How you doing?
I'm going good, brother. Going good.
Just got off work, hopping on from my car.
There you go, man. Day complete.
Yeah, head home.
That's it, man. Enjoy your Saturday, yeah?
Well, I'm off next 2 days, so I'll be good.
Oh, the happy long weekend.
Yeah. So is there anybody you haven't worked with that you would like to work with, like in the future?
Dolph Ziggler.
Wow. Yeah. I'm surprised you never. Oh, wow.
But like
all that time and wow.
Guy, I came so close to working him, so that's why he's kind of up there. But then you have like the Kenny Omegas.
That'd be good, yeah.
Young Bucks. Cody.
They'd all be some great matches.
Yeah, man, it's tough. There's just so much talent out there at the moment. So yeah, and I feel like I've worked a lot of people, but it's there's so many more.
The people outside of WWE is people you haven't got a chance to even have a shot with.
Yeah. But for the most part, I may have run into them like at one point. You know what I mean? So like the Sami Callihan's and stuff like that. We worked in NXT and whatnot, but I don't really class that. Do you know what I mean? They weren't highlighted matches.
Right.
So, but yeah, like there's a lot. But yeah, the Kenny, Young Bucks, Cody, Jay Lethal.
I definitely want to tell you that the matches you had with Aleister Black
was probably my favorite matches I've seen in a long time.
Oh, thank you, man.
They were really good.
Much appreciated. We definitely worked hard.
Yeah, it was a great feud. You guys had a great feud going.
Yeah, and when you work with your friends, it makes it even.
Oh yeah,
makes
definitely.
it even better. You know, you're willing to beat your friends up more.
Oh yeah, I referee. I'm a ref on the Indies in Pennsylvania.
Okay.
So like, working with when I get in the ring and working with people that I train with, you know, inside our school, it's like we have such a good flow.
Yeah.
Like two guys are working plus me reffing. We know what we're gonna do. We have a great match then, you know.
Yeah. There's the referees definitely have play a big piece of that puzzle.
Yeah, I've had a lot of fun. I mean, do some knee problems. I'm not doing it much anymore, but I had a blast doing it. So
yeah, man. Well, as long as you're having fun, that's the main thing.
Oh yeah, I've gotten to ref some Hall of Famers in my time, so I definitely have that memory forever.
And that's all you can do, right?
Yep.
At the end of the day, you know, that's all we're left with.
Yep. So the turnbuckle pad, you can just sign it, and then the 8x10 make out to me.
Say that again about this one. Which one's this?
Yeah, you can do just sign it. That's fine.
Just sign it on the front or the back.
The front's good. Yeah.
Okay.
The front be better. Yeah, definitely. Better displayed that way. Great, thank you.
Boom. So I'll put that one there in here. And make it out to Dan?
Yep, to Dan. That'll be good. Awesome.
Boom.
Thanks, buddy. I appreciate it.
Yeah, appreciate you, brother. Hopefully we'll run into each other on the Indies.
Yeah, that'll be great. Thanks, David.
Thanks, Dan. Appreciate you, buddy.
Yep, catch you later.
All right, let's get back to some of the ones that we still need to do. Let's see what we have left. All right, next one are the two that were in the cases.
Okay.
And I believe he put specific instructions on it.
Cruiserweight champion, but he's got me in colors. I don't think I got those colors.
What colors does he have for you?
Lime green and yellow.
He might have a yellow.
Red.
They didn't put it. There was no yellow in the pack.
I don't know where the pack is, to be honest with you. I've lost it.
Lime green and yellow.
Oh, hang on. Here we go.
Yeah, we're probably going to want to prime them real quick. You can use one of our extra 8x10s if you need to. Yeah, now you can look at the differences because I think he sent one of each elite, so you can kind of compare what they each look like. Gotta love these pens, right?
Yeah, I'm not used to them.
Yeah, takes a little bit to get the paint to get out to the to the top. If anybody has any questions while we're doing rapid fire, feel free to ask.
People are paying to watch me.
It just happens every show. It's no big deal. But I think they would prefer nice signatures. And I know this might sound silly. Just make sure you take them out of the case. We've had people sign the case.
Let's do this. Lime green.
So while you're signing that one, a person asked, what was it like working with Aalyah Mysterio and the Mysterio family?
She was awesome. No complaints. She was a true professional. Dominic was a professional. Ray was a professional. They definitely were the easiest part and Seth, like, you know what I mean? Like the talent working a part of it was definitely the easiest part of it. So yeah, no complaints. Awesome to work. Awesome person.
Yeah, it's a shame that didn't go on a little longer. It would have been cool to kind of see her as your valet for a bit.
I actually wanted her to turn heel with us and join the dark side. There's that one there. Boom.
There you go. Doug Brewer. Oh, that would have been great.
And I'm going to put it back in the thing. Protected. That. And then we go. The dog treats didn't hold up.
My dog is staring at me right now like, hello, it's almost 3 o'clock. What are you doing?
I'm gonna have
time for my second potty run for the day.
Yeah, I'm going to have to take for a walk or something.
I tried to send her out back because I have a little backyard, but some days she's not having it. She's like, nope, you're taking me for a walk. So she won't go.
Oh, yeah. They did that before I walked out, and they were all excited. As soon as I walked back in, they came back in.
Yep. Because they're like, nope, you're not pulling that on us today.
Yeah. Such a nice day, too. Well, I want to be out there. And then we have that one. Raw Tag Champ. Boom.
Perfect. All right, so we're going to bring Emily in to say hello for a second, and then we will keep the rapid fire going. We have a few more to go. We're almost wrapped up here. All right, Emily, you can come on in. Hello.
Hey. I'm literally at the beach right now.
What better place?
I'm literally I'm in St. Pete right now.
St. Pete, close.
Yes. So fun. So I'm currently training, and I want to know what some advice you'd give me.
Where are you training?
I train in Roanoke, Virginia, at Star City Pro.
Okay.
So fun, so fresh.
So fun.
Only girl, love to see it.
Well, you know, you got to start somewhere.
I know.
So, advice?
Yes.
That's tough. Well, it's not tough. It's a tough business. So
Very.
You just have to. There's so many avenues. Only thing you can do is you can only control what you can control. So
Exactly.
all you can do is put in the work when you can put in the work. Gym, you know, nutrition. Be a sponge and try and learn, and just realize that wrestling is flavors of ice cream, and that you're never going to please absolutely everyone.
That's very true. I'm a very big people pleaser, and it doesn't work like that.
You're never going to please everyone. It's impossible.
Yes.
So, and be your own worst critic. When I train at a school with some of the students, I'm pretty hard on them, right? Because I'm my own biggest critic. So I want perfection, right? And I'm never going to get it. Just like in the gym, right? We want perfection.
Yeah.
Everyone goes, you know, you look great. No, I'm done. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm always striving to be better, but I'm never gonna actually I'm never going to wake up and go, I look great, and stop working out, right? It's always going to keep going. It's the same with wrestling. I don't really care about what I did good. I care about what I did bad so I can improve it, because
Yes.
told I'm doing it good, okay, but that doesn't make me a better performer. So, but you can only control what you can control. Be a sponge, knowledge, watch tape, figure out who you like and why you like, right? What do you want to take from them? I watch a lot of UFC personally, and I like to bring a lot of the UFC style into the way I wrestle, details.
Yes.
But yeah, nutrition, working out, and being a sponge, and being ready, right? Being
Yes.
ready to do it now, right?
Yes, so excited.
It never
Well, I
ends.
hope I get to see you soon. I met you at Mania Access in New York, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Yes, hopefully we get to see each other. Hopefully
Oh.
soon. Maybe.
Well, I'm traveling now, so I'll be all around once this 90 days is up.
Come to
So-
Virginia.
Virginia?
Virginia never gets anybody. Come on, you gotta get to Virginia.
I've been to Virginia once.
You have? Oh my
Once.
gosh. What part?
I couldn't even Richmond?
Oh, yes. Richmond's like 3 hours away from me.
Okay.
I used to go there all the time.
Yeah. So I did a live event there.
I love it. We have great mountains if you like mountains.
I wouldn't say it's on the top of my list, but it's yeah. But you're in St. Pete now, so you're in my world right now.
Yes.
Doesn't
It's gorgeous down here.
I know, and I'm in my office, so
Well, I hope you have a great day.
yeah. You too. Enjoy the sun, and
Thank you.
hopefully one day we'll meet up at a show, and you can
Yeah, of
you'll be
course.
on it.
Hell, maybe we might have a match. You never know. Intergender is in right now, so
You never know, right? Just don't sniff me.
I'll try not to.
Appreciate you. Have a good day.
Coming, Emily.
Oh gosh. Well, I hope you all have a great day.
You too.
You too. See you, Emily.
See ya.
Hey, did she have anything to sign?
Nope, she just did the meet and greet. Some people do
Oh.
that. They just pay to come talk. Yep.
Talking to me?
It happens sometimes too. I mean, we'll take that too. We're okay with that. Next one, we'll do another elite. He wants his in red and just signed Buddy Murphy.
I can do that. And Buddy Murphy.
There we go. Sorry you couldn't be with us, Corey. All right, next one will be in blue. And he just wants you to sign it and write secret no more. There you go. All right, so in that box that I sent as well was two other mailed-in elites. They had little blue tickets on them in the bigger box. It was the bigger box. You can take all those out too. We're going to need to do those too. So it's good to take those out.
I
Yeah,
just
take
don't
them out.
get too mixed up.
That's fine.
Oh, the bigger box.
The
Okay.
bigger box. Yeah, it'll have two little blue tickets on them on the corner for Sean
I think
Peters.
the people need to realize what you've sent me, right?
Yeah. they don't know that it's so many. They don't.
Oh, there's a lot. It looks like I've just moved. Is this the one?
That's it. And then there
Just
should be one. There should be one more with that same blue ticket on it. And the only reason I'm not changing these up is these were sent in by him, and these folks like get particular about their figs. Oh, you sent me a different. Yep, that's it. Perfect. And I think he put what do you like on it. And if you didn't, find me.
10. You think's the best.
Okay. Well, then just sign him, Buddy Murphy, or whatever can.
Yeah, it says his address, but I'm not going to say that out loud.
Yeah, just go ahead and sign it in the blue because that pops, and just sign them both Buddy Murphy. That works. Life is easy.
Do you want me to leave the little blue things on it so you know which one's his?
Yes, if you don't mind.
Boom.
There you go. Hold those up for us real quick.
Oh, sorry.
No, you're good. There you go, Sean. Thank you, sir. All right, now in the other box that you had lifted up from Nick,
Yeah.
there is an elite and 4 8x10s in that box that say Ruben on them.
Okay, so I have 3 elites.
Okay.
I have a
Card.
awesome throwdown card. And okay, here's the The 8x10s.
Perfect. So let's do those 8x10s. And I believe he has them labeled how he'd like them done, but we'll verify that when you open it.
No, he hasn't.
Okay, let me get with Nick real quick, just to make sure we do these right. Okay, is that his pin he sent with it? Okay, yep, he just wants them signed. Perfect, yep. We got it, Nick. He's using the marker. There you go, Ruben. That's one. Two. Three. And four. There you go, Ruben. There's all your 8x10s. And then those elites you pulled out, we can just sign those, unless specified otherwise. One will say Josh on it. We already did Josh's, so.
I'm just going to put it back in the Ruben collection. Really
appreciate that.
Which ones we doing now?
We could do the elites you pulled out. All of those can just be signed unless specified otherwise on Nick's Post-its.
Okay. Just in
Nick has a little bit better writing than I do too, so. Yeah, I believe so, Jamesy. I think he does have his phone on a tripod.
I think that's Ruben's one.
Yeah. There you go, Ruben. Oh, okay. They're talking about your light behind you. They said, what is that thing on the tripod behind you in the corner?
That's meant to be fashionable, or like fashionable art.
One guy said, it looks like a light they use
that's a
for
gift
Morse code. Nice. I like it. I like the sign that says, remember where you started, too. I like that.
Yeah, I got a couple of things. Says nobody cares. Work harder, work harder, work harder, work harder. And then one over here that says last month, last week, yesterday, now, tomorrow, next week. But now it's highlighted. It's all about that. You got to keep that stuff around you to keep you motivated. Do you want me to put these back in the same box that we came from?
Yes, unless they're actually those and the 8x10s could probably fit in the bigger box. There was probably room. So if you want to do that, you're more than welcome.
Yeah, I'll just put it back in there for now. It came with a card.
Yep, just go ahead and sign the card. Yeah, we get a ton of mail-ins.
Yoink.
There we go. All right, perfect. Now we're just going to grab one more turnbuckle pad. Because we'll do the rest later. And we're just going to sign this one on the front to Brandon and then Buddy Murphy.
BRANDON.
And then your signature. And then the rest of those turnbuckle pads can just be signed Buddy Murphy.
Okay.
But we could do those. Those aren't necessary now.
Yep.
All right, we're gonna now do the rest of the 8x10s that are left. There's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to do on camera, so this will be quick.
Okay.
Our first one is going to be, and I'll pop it up on the screen, is going to be this one.
I don't think we've done one of those ones yet, have we?
We did 2 of them earlier.
Oh, do we? Okay, boom, got one.
All right, and that one is going to be to April. And then she'd like you to also write best kept secret and sign it, Buddy Murphy. Dallas, I got your PM earlier. Did you PM me again?
I didn't do it now. That smudged.
Try just using the Sharpie pen. Yeah. And it'll dry faster.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's just do Sharpies on these. Because those pens are going to leak on you. And Sharpies will dry faster and pop better.
There you go, April.
There you go, April. Yeah, see, that looks awesome. All right, next one will be, give me 1 second. This one here. And he'd like you to just put first Australian champion in WWE history, and then sign Buddy Murphy. And I think gold will show up pretty well on that one too, right?
Yeah, not bad. I'm writing over me.
Okay, that works. Yeah.
You want me to change it up if you want?
Nope, that'll work. That'll look good.
I just don't think I've got.
Yeah, that should be fine to write on you in the gold. There you go, Matt. Sorry you couldn't be with us. All right, next one is the same one with the black background, which is this one.
Yep.
All right, and he wants you to put to Juro. I'll spell that for you. It's DJURO. And then sign Buddy Murphy. Perfect. All right, so the next one is this one. He asked if you could do that in yellow. So I guess you'll have to use the yellow paint pen on this one. And then he just wants you to sign it and then any inscription you'd like to add. There you go, Dallas. All right, and then he also got the Secret No More collage, this one.
Yeah.
Same thing, just signed and any inscription you'd like.
Does he want it in yellow again?
Let's try yellow and see how it looks since we have a couple extras. Let's see if yellow pops on that.
That's what it looks like.
Yeah, it looks good. Okay.
Or we can, I can try something else.
Yeah, let's think of another. Yeah, you just sign that one. We'll use that later. That could be one of ours. That works. You can do a different one.
I could just do it in black.
Yeah, that'll work. That'll probably pop. You're right on that one. That one's a little busier because of the background. There you go, Dallas. Yeah, that popped in black. Yeah. Okay. All right. This and this. All right. So everything else that we have, elites and anything like that, we'll discuss off camera. Did Jenny have any final words for your fans and stuff like that?
I appreciate you guys coming in and doing this. It was a pleasure talking to every single one of you. You know, it's cool to kind of give back and with the way the world is at the moment, with the pandemic, not being able to see a lot of people, it's hard to get that human interaction, so to speak, with social media and whatnot. So it was cool to actually kind of talk one-on-one with you all, and I appreciate it.
Thanks for being with us. We appreciate your time. Stay with me a couple minutes when we go offline. If anybody needs anything, let me know. We'll have some other elites available later on, but also we'll see you guys next week as we have Earl Hebner. So thanks for everybody that joined us, and we'll see you soon.